We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australia. We are one.
Inspired by the American Civil Rights Movement, he uses his voice back home to agitate for Aboriginal rights.
I inherited what voice I have from my mother, and as a child I sang at bush concerts. And now I would like to feel that I am acting as an envoy for my people, to prove that we can take our place in the world of culture.
Establishing its own unique identity.
The eyes of the world are on Australia.
But behind the celebrations, there's a hidden story of a fledgling nation whitewashing its past.
Land rights isn't a word, it's a living.
Modern Australia's history, once only black and white, can now be seen for the first time in glorious colour. Back on home turf, the new country is finally establishing its political heart. In a dusty sheep paddock between Australia's two largest cities, the foundation stone of the nation's new capital is about to be laid on Ngunnawal tribal land. It's March 1913. It's taken 7 years to agree on this site, a compromise between the rivals Sydney and Melbourne. Australia's founding fathers want a blank canvas to start from scratch, somewhere away from the continent's vulnerable coastline with a cold climate and a picturesque view. What to name the capital has been hotly contested and kept a closely guarded secret until the day. The Governor-General's wife, Lady Denman, announces the site will be called Canberra. The name is thought to derive from the local Ngunnawal word meaning meeting place. Ironically, the First Nations of the area are noticeably absent from the ceremony. News of the event is rushed back to city newspapers, and Australia's federal capital is born. May 1927, and the new nation's home in Canberra is ready at last. His Royal Highness the Duke of York, soon King George VI, is here to officially open Parliament House. Dame Nellie Melba sings God Save the King. Prime Minister Stanley Bruce reaffirms Australia's devotion to Britain. After nearly 30 years as a federated nation, Australians are still British subjects. Outside, Jimmy Clements, also known as King Billy, makes the first ever protest at Parliament House. The Wiradjuri elder has walked almost 200 kilometres to be here. He is denied entry as police say he's inappropriately dressed, but he refuses to leave. King Billy wants to assert his sovereign rights to the land. His protest is an indication of things to come.